Hey friends, welcome back to the channel where we talk all things Denver, northern Denver, and the northern Colorado corridor along I-25. So today we are going to talk about why people move out of Longmont, Colorado. And Longmont is one of those northern suburbs between Denver and Fort Collins. So make sure to keep watching to find out why you might not want to live in Longmont. Before we do that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to sign up for notifications so you get my next video. If you're thinking of moving to Longmont, Denver, northern Colorado, any of these northern suburbs, I am a realtor here and I would love to answer all of your questions. I have people like you text, email, and call me all of the time, and I love helping. So whether you are moving here in 9 days or 90 days, call me. I'm here to help you, and you can even book a Zoom call. The link is down below. All right, enough of that. Let's get on with why people leave Longmont or don't even move to Longmont. All right, so one of the main reasons people move out of Longmont is that it has become pricier, more expensive than some of the surrounding towns. So you have Longmont with easy access to Boulder. Anything near Boulder or with easy access to Boulder has become more expensive over the past 5 years or so, probably even before that. Boulder is a mecca for expensive housing, and that kind of weeds out. So people may have moved into Longmont, may have been renting, go to buy a house and realize that it is just too expensive. So they end up moving to some of those outer surrounding suburbs. So we are talking about places like Meade, Frederick, Firestone, Dacono. Erie is probably just expensive, if not more expensive than Longmont. But you see them moving into these smaller towns. Berthoud was another one that got an influx of people. That has become more expensive because of that. But those towns, very small towns like Meade, Frederick, Firestone, Dacono, even Platteville, have become popular with people that were looking to buy in Longmont but could no longer afford it, so moved out into those smaller areas. The second reason some people have decided to move out of Longmont is because of traffic and the busyness that has happened in Longmont. So if somebody moved to Longmont, say 15 years ago, it was a whole lot quieter. I remember when we moved here to Colorado in 2012, we were in St. Louis, Missouri, or just actually on the Illinois border, but we moved here in 2012, so I have been here a while. Longmont was quiet. It was a lot quieter than it is now. Now, if you drive into Longmont, you have to be ready for traffic. It doesn't seem to matter what time of day it is. There is more traffic, and the roads aren't necessarily built or ready for that kind of traffic. So if you are someone like me that gets a little agitated with traffic, especially if you're just trying to get out of your neighborhood and go to the grocery store, and you find that you are in that traffic, you may decide that Longmont is too busy for you. Now, you can live on the fringes. So say you live on the north side or on the west side, and it is a little quieter, but you may still have to drive into that traffic with for those grocery stores and things like that. North side right now is probably going to be your quietest bet with your easiest access to the things you need. But that is the second reason why people are deciding to kind of skedaddle from Longmont. The third reason I've seen people leave Longmont is access to Denver. So if you are working in Denver, you may have thought, well, if we move further out, then it is more affordable. This is true, but what you get is a commute. And a commute on I-25 is not that fun, especially when you're coming from Longmont, which is like 35 to 40 minutes on a good day into downtown Denver. So you may have a commute that you are getting sick of. If you moved here without knowing much, you may have chosen Longmont and now regretting it because of that commute. So people do leave because they don't want that commute. And then the other part of that commute is that there's no real good public transport options into Denver from Longmont. You don't have the light rail from Longmont into Denver. You might have bus options. They're not very regular and not very good. So if you have to drive, if driving is your only choice for that commute and you are getting sick of that commute, you are likely to move. And for that, you might have to sacrifice some pricing. But once again, you can go to Dacono or Frederick or somewhere like that and be just a little closer to Denver. If you live about 10 minutes into Longmont from I-25, that adds quite a bit to your commute, even just traffic-wise, because getting on at places like 119 and 25 are hectic. They are hectic. There is a lot of traffic and congestion in that area. A lot of accidents happen right there on that 119 and 25. So you may find that just getting to 25 gets aggravating and frustrating. So the commute, if you are working in Denver, is another reason why people choose to move out of Longmont or don't choose Longmont to start with. So here's a fun reason, number 4. I think we're at number 4, right? Number 4, the fourth reason people move out of Longmont is there's no nightlife really. There are a couple of bars in Longmont. Some of the breweries have concerts and things like that, and some have like trivia, things like that. But if you are younger and you are looking for nightlife and nightlife options, there's not a whole lot of those in Longmont. There's not a whole lot to do in the evening. There's a lot of events and kind of family-oriented things throughout the year, and you can find that in some of my other Longmont videos, information on that. But when it comes to nightlife, there's not a whole lot. So young people that may have grown up there or may have moved there not knowing will move out of Longmont for that reason. Our number 5 is that it can be still kind of industrial. So as you drive into Longmont even, you're going to see the old mill, which they have got plans for. And my things that are happening in Longmont video, I'll try and post it up here. Those have some of those plans that they're doing with that mill area. But all throughout Longmont, there are dotted areas where neighborhoods surround industrial areas still. So you may have, neighborhood after neighborhood in some areas kind of on that north side, northwest side, but there are areas in Longmont that's still very industrial. So if you don't like living next to industrial areas, then your choices are kind of minimized, and it may not give you enough options of what you like to see in a neighborhood. So those are my 5 reasons why people do leave Longmont, are leaving Longmont, decide not to live in Longmont. I hope they've been helpful. If you are thinking of moving to Longmont or any of those surrounding areas, don't forget my information is down below. Whether it's 9 or 90 days, I am here to help you and give you the information you need. Don't forget to like and subscribe, follow, do all the things, sign up for notifications so that you know when my next video drops. I hope you are having a fabulous day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.